Previously on Injustice Year Zero, Andre Shavar, one of the boy commandos, was telling Joker about the Amulet of Apophis, the item that'll help Joker control a god. And what we saw, guys, was Andre show that, okay, this general got a hold of this Amulet of Apophis in World War II, controlled Giant Thunder, aka Thunderbolt, one of the Justice Society members, so Justice Society go against Thunderbolt. All this action, wreckage happened, and Alan Scott pretty much came to this conclusion of burying this Amulet of Apophis deep into the oceans, thousands of miles deep, where nobody can find it. But now we got Andre Shavar, who knows about this. He's telling Joker this, and Joker's like, you know what, I got a plan. You, pretty much him, Harley, and Andre will then go with one of Joker's, like, not friends, but one of the people he works with, Black Manta, and go down to the deep and get this amulet. So in this issue, we'll see Joker team up with Black Manta, which is actually pretty cool. But also in this issue, we see Superman questioning and trying to actually talk with Lois about having a child, because Superman wants a bigger legacy. And also we see Alan Scott in this issue, and he's not in a lot, but the ending of this issue pretty much spells some dark turns for the next few issues. And everything starts to, we're almost at the halfway point of the series. So stuff is starting to align with the original Injustice comic series. But guys, in the description below, I'll actually link the Injustice Year Zero playlist, the past 4 issues. So, because I'm not just going to recap everything that happened right now, you guys can go check out those videos. So if you're lost, check out those, but if you're not and you're all caught up, then let's dive into this issue. In Metropolis, Clark Kent is floating in his apartment room with Lois Lane. He's just floating, he's thinking, and Lois says, Clark, you okay? And he says, I'm fine, Lois. And she says, you sure? Because you're hovering. You tend to forget about gravity when you're thinking too hard. And that's what Clark says, sorry, you should go back to sleep. And Lois is like, no, I'm not gonna do that. We both know I won't do that. And then she says, come back down to earth, Clark. Tell me what's going on in that gorgeous mind. And that's what Clark says. He's like, I was with the Justice Society tonight. I saw generations of heroes together. I saw the past and I saw their future all in one room, and Batman has some things to say about legacy. And what we see here, guys, is that Superman is telling Lois this, and Lois is like, what is Batman saying? Like, is Batman being mean to you again? Is he trying to pretty much say stuff that you don't have a legacy? And Superman's like, no, he actually said some kind words. He said, I do have a legacy. And Lois is like, wait, are we talking about the same Batman? I actually really like this part. Because, yeah, you usually take Batman as saying some straightforward, mean stuff, right? But no, he was actually being kind to Clark Kent well, it wasn't last issue, it was a couple issues ago. I think it was issue number 2. Actually, yeah, issue number 2, they talked, Batman and Superman, about legacy. But here, Superman is saying, I don't just want a legacy of somebody just passing on my mantle to somebody. I want an actual child. Just how Batman or Bruce has Damian. Looks like, well, we could do that, but it'd be very dangerous to do that. And Superman tells her, he's like, I know it'd be dangerous, but I just want a bigger legacy. And that's when she says, so who should we ask about this? Like, talk about this. He's like, well, I know a doctor. Now we shift to pretty much the ocean, and we see deep down, it's midnight, and Black Man is like 6,000 pounds of pressure outside. So they step out of the submarine, they'll be hit with 6,000 pounds of pressure. That's a lot, guys. And that's when Harley tells Andre, sorry Andre, Black Man's a pretty intense guy. And that's when we see Harley talking to Joker. She's like, so pretty, Puddin', can we get a submarine? And Joker's like, no. And Harley's like, come on, I name it and feed it every day. And she's like, are we there yet? And Black Man's like, we're barely scratched the surface. We're heading to the deepest part of the ocean. We have another 33,000 feet to descend. And that's when Harley's like, oh, is it all as pretty as this? And she sees some jellyfish out there, and Black Man's like, no, it's actually pretty dark down there. And that's when we shift, guys, to Superman and Lois meet up with Dr. Midnight. And they're coming into like this one area. They haven't went to his room yet. And Lois is like, a doctor's office with no lights is a little strange. And Superman's like, I know, but he can't see. He's like, hey, you want to hear something even more stranger? Well, Dr. Midnight actually has an owl. And he's actually smiling. Lois is like, what the heck? Who are we meeting with? And they walk into the room, and we see Dr. Midnight. He's like, Superman, Lois, I'm glad you came to see me. And Lois is like, I can't really see you, but thank you for doing this. And Dr. Midnight's like, it's my pleasure. I hope I can help you find what you're searching for. Now, we switch back. Challenge is deep. 35,800 feet down, guys. That's a lot. And 15,000 pounds of pressure per square inch. Now, Black Manta goes down there. And Joker's like, do you have it, Black Manta? And Black Manta's like, I have something on the sensors below the sea floor. And it certainly doesn't belong here. Now, he uses laser beams, pretty much shoots through like this rock. And he's like, incredible, how did this get down here? He sees pretty much this box that has the Amulet of Apophis. Now we switch to Gotham City. We see Alan Scott. He's pretty much in there. He says bye to pretty much his lover, and he's going off to do something. What he's actually trying to do is go check on the Amulet of Apophis to see if anybody's pretty much messing with it. And we know that Joker and Black Manta are doing that. We see Black Manta's like, what is this? And Joker's like, you'll find out. And Black Manta's like, maybe I'll find out for myself. Maybe something so well hidden is valuable. And Joker says, sure, and maybe one day you'll be deep under the sea, and when you least expect it, you discover tiny holes in all your breathing equipment. That's when Harley says, Andre, no! He goes to grab the Amulet of Apophis, and Joker just hits him in the face. He's like, get out of the way. And Joker's like, ha! Did you plan to take the amulet for yourself? Have a little fun with the short time you have left? Oh, that's so naughty, Andre. The time you have left is now shorter. And guys, this is actually very interesting, because Andre actually planned to steal that thing and maybe kill the Joker, maybe kill Harley, and maybe kill Black Manta. But Joker's like, nah, you don't get past me that easily. But what we see, guys, is then we see Joker gets super powerful, guys. He gets super powerful, and now he's not taken fully control of by the Amulet of Apophis, but now he has that ultimate power. And Black Manta's like, what the hell? And Joker's like, yes. And Harley's like, put in? And Joker says, Harley, the energy I'm connected to, the awesome abilities at my fingertips. And Harley's like, I really like what's down your hair. And Joker's like, yeah, I know, it's kind of bouncy, right? But that's when we see Andre gets a gun. He's like, you will never get a chance to use that. Black Manta's like, fire that thing and we are all gonna die. And that's when Andre says, I'm not afraid to die. After the war, I spent 20 years in the Suicide Squadron. And that's when Harley says, really? And Andre's like, but I'm truly sorry to take you with me, Miss Quinn. Goodbye. He goes to shoot the thing, but it doesn't blast. He doesn't kill the Joker. And that's when he's like, it's not working. Joker's like, yes it is, but you're not, because I'm already in your head, and it's so boring here. That's when he says, climb into the airlock, Andre. So now Joker's commanding Andre to go kill himself, because remember, the Amulet of Apophis, you can use it to pretty much control people. So that's what he does here. We see Harley, she's like, put him, maybe he doesn't have to. And Joker says, close your damn mouth, don't you tell me how to exact retribution. Joker's like, this is revenge, don't tell me how to do my revenge. I know how to enact good revenge. And that's when he says, Black Manta, inject him. That's when we see Andre get injected into the ocean, and he just gets destroyed by all this pressure, guys. And what we see is he's dying, but what comes upon this submarine is Alan Scott. And that's what Black Manta says, someone's outside. Joker's like, well, that is just perfect. What a great first toy to play with. And we see his Joker is now controlling Alan Scott, and it says next, the first pretty much Justice Society member to die. So is Alan Scott going to be the first one to die in this Injustice universe in the Justice Society? That'd be crazy, because I really like Alan Scott, and to see him just be manipulated by Joker is a crazy cliffhanger, alright? Because also Andre died, so it's showing that this first half of this series, which is more setup, is come to a close. So we're starting to see more action happen, and that gets me excited for the next few issues. But guys, overall, I'm gonna give this issue a 9 out of 10. I thought it was really good. It's just cool seeing Joker become super powerful and then kill Andre. And also seeing Superman and Lois meet up with Dr. Midnight was actually really cool. I like that. Like, I'm looking forward to see them actually talk next issue. But to see Superman actually question about, man, I actually need a legacy is really interesting. And when you factor in everything that happens in Injustice, it makes it even more intriguing. But yeah, guys, in the comment section below, tell me about this issue. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What do you about Joker pretty much becoming a god? What do you about Superman and Lois talking with Dr. Midnight? And do you think Alan Scott will die in the next issue? I honestly hope not, but this is Injustice universe, so anything can happen. But guys, like the video, give a big thumbs up on the new channel, make sure to subscribe to my next Injustice Year Zero video. I'll be going over issue number 6 when it comes out in 2 weeks. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and peace out.